you'd gather around. We're privileged to have a brief few moments here. We know there are other people here from all over the world that have come to this place to honor it. So we don't want to impose on them, so we will be very brief, but we're always thrilled for our friends to be a part as well. This is a group of American students from about 24 states of various ages, but outstanding students as we came here to honor. We want to have the heart of a patriot. We want the soul of a saint. We want a Renaissance mind. We want the fitness of a gladiator. We want the influence of a servant leader. That's our goal. But you got to have the heart of a patriot. We're very, very grateful for the men and women who are buried here. We've come to honor them and to say thank you to them. I love this statue, the spirit of American youth. Now students, people have had a profound respect for America for many, many years. And you know who earned that? The young men who came and sacrificed their futures for all of us. Now today, because of Hollywood, because of music, a lot of people have an entirely different picture of what America is all about. But the men who came here, and by the way, there's some 16-year-olds buried, 17-year-olds buried, who lied about their age because they said, we've got to go fight for our country. They came from countries, from farms out in the country, small little towns that most people would have never heard of, even most of us in the United States. Small little towns and villages. But they came after what happened at Pearl Harbor and what Hitler was doing in Europe. So we came as young people today to say thank you to those who laid down their life. I love this statue. It shows the American youth coming up out of the water, out of the waves. And you know, I used to say, when we stood on the beach, and we'll have another time of study at the beach. We'll be on Omaha Beach. I used to say, those men that were the first out of the armored carriers, out of those people movers, once that door opened, the first one out, they were the bravest, because they had no idea what they were facing. After having come and brought thousands of students here, been here all these years, year after year, I've had to revise my own impression. I think those, when the doors opened and all they saw was red water and bodies floating, I think maybe they were the bravest, even more so than those that were the first out, because it was very obvious when those doors opened, the odds are great I won't make it to the shore. They had one objective: get in one piece to the shore. You have to. And they kept coming and coming and coming. Only a third of those who died in this great area here that's called Normandy and the various beaches, only a third are buried here. So it was a high price to pay, but freedom's not free. So students, I ask you, take the challenge of the spirit of American youth. Wouldn't it be great if we were known again for our faith, that we love our God, we love other people, we want to serve other people. And of course, the only land that America's ever taken after anywhere, we're not perfect, we've been a lot of places, and sometimes we look back on it and go, did we do that right? Did we handle that right? But I want to tell you, the only property the United States has ever kept anywhere is when we've asked for permission to bury our dead where we help liberate an area. And I'm very proud of that. So there's a lot of things in our history we go, man, we should have done that a lot better. That's one thing I'm very proud of. And my prayer for you young people is, and I'm sure it's true for all of us from whatever country we're from, it's our prayer for our youth, that we might be known as a young generation. I'm an old guy, still real cool, we know that, but an old guy. But I want you to know, for you young men and young ladies, to be known as quick to serve, quick to sacrifice. Let's do what's best for our country, let's do what's best for our planet, and let's stand up to the bullies of the world. So students, it's up to you to write the next chapter of American history. And I was talking to a gentleman, I felt like he should have been a brother or a cousin. He was from Holland. We were talking about what all happened. And I think we all want the same thing. We want freedom. And we know freedom's not free. Somebody's got to pay for it. So we're here to honor those who've paid. We have 4 students who've written essays that were incredibly inspiring about what this place means to them. They're going to do our reflaying ceremony. Now have the singing of the national anthem, so all of you are welcome to join in, because I promised it wouldn't be a solo. That's a hard song to sing as a solo on 4 minutes notice. But I'm sorry, over here, I'm pointing at you, you're going, oh boy. But you were handling it well. You know, when they do the 21 gun salute, and when you see the tomb of the unknown soldier at Arlington, and the soldier marches 21 steps, what does that mean, the 21 gun salute, 21 steps? It's when you add up 1776. So 1776 is obviously a big date for us, when our British friends like to say we left home, but we fought and gained our freedom. So anytime you see the 21 steps, or hear the 21 gun salute honoring those that have fallen and served our country, it's based on the 1776. Join us if you would as we sing. Here's the flag, of course, flying at half-mast. We mourn for what happened here in Nice. We mourn for what happened in Brussels and in Paris. We mourn for what's happened in the United States and around the world. And we've got an enemy that we're more than ready to deal with.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous light o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled